Did he just put himself at last?
Sexy six pack over here and me over here. Dude. Come on, man. Don't say sexy six pack. That is not a good sentence to say when you're ranking.
You see, the contrast with the women and the men are night and day. Women are like, oh my gosh,
you're so pretty.
We all have like the same issue, just different body types. The men are like, go.
The man like,
it's a complete bad.
Yeah, you are a sex god, and I'm like a fugly. Like, that's how the men are going.
I'm telling you, man, we just.
What is this expression? I want to know what he's thinking, like, right. My boy does not give a flying, you know about. He does not give a flying. He's like, I would date myself. See, that's confidence, right there.
That is confidence, indeed.
Welcome back to another episode of Black African Reactions. I'm your boy David, and this is
Joseph.
What up, Joseph?
How's it going?
What's happening?
I'm good.
So we're here with another follow-up to the last video we did.
Yes, so we decided to do the men version of this. Don't ask whose idea was.
Okay, so you're not being very specific. So the last time we did a video of women guessing each other's weights while blindfolded based on what they say, trying to figure out where they each fit on what their weight was. And then we decided to do the male version of it. For those of you that would think that we are
No, we are angels with wings. Yeah, we fly sometimes. We just don't see it right now.
This is why he's sitting here, guys. Like, this is exactly why. How can you can't even make this shit up if you try. Like, he just says some crazy things.
I don't have powerful, strong words.
You can't make this stuff up. Like, he's just too funny. He's a You're a comedian, right? When's your next set?
I'm not a comedian, guys.
When is your next set? Like, I want tickets right now.
Oh man, that would be nice in my fantasy world, but in reality, I'm not a comedian.
Okay, you're not a comedian.
A regular guy, just like you. I eat regular food like you. You know, so yeah.
As opposed to angel food.
Well, angel food is complicated stuff, and that's a whole discussion for a whole different video.
Okay.
Hopefully, in the future on the Patreon. If you guys
we'll talk about angel food.
Yes, exactly. So whenever we get a Patreon, you guys subscribe for the angel food.
For the angel food. That's
probably a good name for a podcast. Angel podcast.
Food. We can get into the nitty gritty of
talk about all the non-food stuff that we don't eat. That's angel food.
That's angel food.
Exactly. The laughter. That's probably the joy. You know, something that's called salvation by Christians. It's called angel food. You know?
Angel food.
Do your research.
All right, let's get into it. I think it's about to pop off. Come on, let's go. All right.
I see particular body type on the internet or in the media, and I know that I want that, so I work for that.
You see on social media and stuff, that's just kind of like very glamorized.
Growing up, I thought I would be one of the type of app that was six pack.
So I feel like I would be ranked last because I don't really fit that type of standard.
Kimberly is killing us here, man. It really is so much to unpack in so little time.
Random dudes in a room and be like, just go out in your underwear and expect it to be really weird and awkward.
Oh, wow. Wow. Is it?
The men are not blindfolded.
Bro, they only have one black guy? What is wrong with you?
But the men are not even blindfolded.
Kimberly!
How are men rating what male body?
Do better!
Wait, are women coming to rate them? I don't understand. Like,
I think the men are probably, we don't know yet. We'll figure it out.
You tell men to take off their shirts and then rate who is the most attractive?
We'll figure it out at some point.
This should be fun.
Surprise. Let's see how much people hate us right now.
Aaron wants to switch with Omari. We switched with Eric.
Oh my goodness. This is so unfair. They literally put the one fittest guy there and everyone else is regular.
Albert's with Omari. And Albert's with
Who is ranking them?
No, we'll see. We'll find out.
And this is how the world has voted most attractive body type.
Oh.
I totally understand the audience ranking because if you're looking at just physicality, not even knowing our personalities or who we are, of course we're gonna have, you know, sexy six-pack over here and, you know, me over here. Why not? I think Latinos are hella sexy.
Wait a second, did he just put himself in last?
Sexy six-pack over here and me over here. Dude. Come on, man. Don't say sexy six-pack. That is not a good sentence to say when you're ranking.
You see, the contrast with the women and the men are night and day. Women are like, oh my gosh,
You're so pretty.
We all have like the same issue, just different body types. And the men are like, go.
The man like,
It's a complete
yeah,
bad.
you are a sex god, and I'm like a fugly. Like, that's how the men are going.
I'm telling you, man, we just.
What is this expression? I want to know what he's thinking like right now.
You
Like,
don't even have to worry about it. You're probably gonna hear about it soon anyway.
So I don't get why we're over here. Come on, guys, but I respect this. I like it. How do y'all feel?
Comfortable, but I don't know. At the end of the day, it's hard for me to really judge on it. I guess the audience is voting. I was expecting to be probably more down the line, maybe like 3 or 4. Growing up, I was always like, you know, told like, hey man, you look like a twig or you're very skinny.
I feel like it's pretty okay to feel comfortable when you're the two-slot, though. You know what I mean? Oh no, this is fine. The second hottest in the room, I guess I'm okay with it.
I think it makes sense for the way that like I think people generally view the world just based on like, what you see in the media, social media, or whatever. Do I think that it makes sense for anyone as an individual? Not necessarily.
Yeah, I'm not.
Thing we saw with this video was him talking about how he checks people out in the media and he looks to see who's the most best looking person in there, and then he like uses that as motivator to work out even more. My guy, the reason why you are ranked the highest in this particular room is because there's no one else who was fit that was available for this shoot. There was no other fitness model that they could find that was available to do this shoot. So my guy, you better sit yourself down and don't say anything and let them express themselves, because the stuff you're saying is BS to me. It's not gonna. There's so much stuff about this.
okay, there's so much to unpack in this rant.
I know. I'm just very.
Listen, let me ask you something. Should he feel bad for being the fittest guy in the room?
No, he shouldn't say anything.
Why shouldn't he say anything?
Because he's the fittest guy. He got what he wanted. That's the objective. His objective was, I gotta make sure.
Okay, so because he worked hard, let me understand you. Because he worked hard to achieve something that he wanted, he shouldn't talk or say anything.
What I'm saying is that he should not say anything at this round. There.
I see particular body type on the internet or in the media, and I know that like, I want that, so I work for that.
Because there's no other fitness. There's no fitness model. There's no fitness model available to take his role. He's the only one that was available when they called. So
Okay, I understand that, but
Yeah.
he still has worked hard on his body.
yeah, of course he did.
Right? Okay.
Exactly.
So listen, if he looked down this line and said, I'm the greatest thing that God ever created. Listen to me, listen. I'm the greatest thing, and look down on these other men, then I'll say what you're saying is
I mean,
cool.
we're not saying
But he
that.
hasn't done that.
Growing up, that's exactly the body type that I wanted to look like. My whole life I like compare myself to that, so I think it's expected.
It's okay.
So I'm not like.
Wait, did he say this is what he wanted to look like when he was growing up?
He said he wanted to look like the other guy,
Oh, okay.
but now this is
surprised,
expected.
but I did have a little bit more hope.
Ooh, he had more hope, man. They broke his hope.
That's why you want to do this ranking, and then it's all up to you guys. And as you're talking, feel free to move each other around as much as you want.
How do you feel about being like in the middle? Do you feel like you should be farther ahead?
Actually, I was shocked because growing up and stuff, like my mom always told me that, like, you know, you'd be more attractive if you gained a little bit more weight. That's why, like, I thought that I would be last, because that society probably just thinks that skinny guys don't deserve love. But I feel like they do, though.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's sad, but he looks hungry though. So
Yeah, he
looks hungry. Like if that man walked up to me, the first thing I'm gonna ask him is, "Are you hungry?
he's definitely hungry.
And should I want food?"
Yeah, he wants food. No, there's no question. He wants food. He's hungry.
The first question.
Yeah, he needs to be fed.
Yes.
When I was a child, but I will always compare myself to like these older and attractive.
Yes, somebody could punch you and their hand will go from the front and come out in the back. If you turn to the side, my guy, you will become.
He will disappear.
He will disappear. He's one of those people that turn to the side and you're like, bro, where are you? You were just, oh, dang. Oh.
It's okay,
And
guys.
I had abs and I had chest. I didn't even know like what I was watching, but I was kind of like just intrigued that I wanted to be that already.
And like you know how he talks, you know how he sounds. I'm not trying to make fun of it, but I think his weight has affected how he talks.
I mean,
I don't know. I don't have any scientific backing to this, but I think the way he talks is associated to his weight. Don't you think so?
Okay, that is a discussion for another day, guys. We don't know what that is. That's like science talk.
Let's go into science. Let's call
my gosh.
the doctor.
Oh jeez. Let's call the doctor.
I could call the professor, but I don't know. Let's move on.
Okay, so some people, I feel this just maybe what we're trying to maybe what people are gonna see when it comes to that particular guy. Maybe it's a genetic thing. Maybe there's a lot of people in his family that have that type of raspy voice, have that type of body structure. Because he is tall, right? He's tall.
Yeah.
So that's one of the biggest traits that most men tend to show is a height. The average men tend to be taller than the average woman. So he is a man in that context, but maybe in his genetics, the voice isn't the deepest. Hey, he did ask for a doctor, guys, and I did biology in college, so.
For me, I'm not sure how old everyone is, but I grew up in the whole like Abercrombie & Fitch era. Like you walk in, it's like six-pack abs like on the wall. Like I'm not gonna lie, like that motivated me. Like I wanted that growing up. Do you? Any of you guys think it's wrong?
Isn't that interesting?
To look like another body?
The best looking guy is the shortest one.
Because I feel I had a similar, thing to you, where I used to be, roughly like 110 pounds bigger, and I remember people treating me a certain way. Dating was very tough. People didn't want to, date the type I was. And then I lose all this weight, and I start getting treated differently. And it really showed me like I was the same person, and I wanted so bad to look like a certain type and lose a certain amount of.
I'm gonna say this, and I don't know if I said it in the women's videos, but I'm gonna say attraction is not a choice.
Yeah.
Attraction has never been a choice.
Yeah.
And it probably will never be a choice. Now, some people choose to disregard attraction based on the circumstance.
Yeah.
But attraction is a choice, and how you are treated comes from how attracted people are to you.
Yeah.
So if people are more attracted to you, they usually treat you better. If they're less attracted to you, you almost become invisible.
I want to say this, and
so I just want to say this. So I
want to add on to what he's saying, but I want to also say something a little different. So he lost a lot of weight, right? The mindset it takes to lose a lot of weight, and the fact that you do change in terms of your mentality, I don't think he's highlighting that. He says he's still the same person. Maybe tonally, he feels the same, right? But in actuality, his mindset is different.
You can't lose 100 pounds and be the same person in your head.
I think maybe in his mind, maybe he was feeling confident before they took that shirt off and they got ranks, because maybe he would have put himself at the top, but because they already pre-ranked them based on the public, and maybe he's downplaying his confidence in this video. I just sense that maybe he's downplaying his confidence because he seemed very confident guy. I mean, remember the comment he said about,
He seems confident. I don't think his weight affects his confidence.
No, I'm saying, no, his weight is affecting his confidence because he's saying he's the same guy when he's clearly not the same guy who lost 100 pounds. He's a different guy than the guy who's 100 pounds.
Okay.
So I think he's downplaying that because of the ranking.
Let's move on.
But at the end of the day, I almost kind of hate the way society's treated me as a smaller person.
Well, that's definitely an interesting answer, but me personally, if I were to answer that question, I think it's fine to want a certain body type, because for me, I just use it as fuel, like a motivation. Like I'm just going to try to drive as much as I can to get to that point.
I think for me, it's like there's a difference between it being like a motivator, something you love, something you're passionate about, and something that can deeply consume you into like a dark hole. And it's going to that dark hole to check yourself.
As a group, do you guys ever get any criticism, or is it a lot of self-criticism? Is sometimes your own thoughts and
he seems to criticize himself.
I think a lot of it for me is self-criticism. I know I'm ranked all the way over here, but when I look in the mirror, I still see 5 things, 10 things I don't like about myself, and that I still want to change about myself. So a lot of it really is self-imposed. Definitely.
Self-criticism is important in life in order to make progress. You have to appreciate where you are, and I know he appreciates the fact that he's ranked the most attractive guy, but at the same time, it's not going to stop you from, and I can relate to him, not because I'm big or built, but because I've been through the same things, is that I motivate myself more than anything else, right? And then sometimes there are external factors that motivate me to do certain things, right? But at the same time, if I relied solely on external factors, I would never be where I am right now. Like I wouldn't even be close to where I am physically if I was relying solely on external factors. So I'm my number one motivator. I'm my number one, how do you say critic? I'm my number one critic. So I mean, I think that that's important.
I hear what he's saying, and I understand what he's saying, and I feel for him. And that's what I'm gonna say for that one.
Thank you.
I mean, the way I look at it is this. I'll just say right now. I'll say it right now. Some people are what we call fitness influencers, and I don't know if he's a fitness influencer, but the ones that were available did not show up, and he's the only one that showed up. Okay. So clearly, that's all we're seeing.
So I start working on myself.
Absolutely. I feel like that's always going to be there. But also surrounding yourself with individuals who like want the best for you is also good.
After I work out, I'm like, wow, I look like the sexiest, hottest person on the earth right now. I could like really date myself if I want to, but then I'm not gonna because like I want to date other people who can. But then like
my boy does not give a flying, you know about. He does not give a flying. He's like, I would date myself. See, that's confidence, right there.
That is confidence, indeed.
but then like when I look back on it, like sometimes I do like have like my low days where I'm like, I look like the trashiest rat in the garbage.
For me personally, a lot of like my criticism was like projected by other people. I was plus size my whole life, so I would get made fun of in like elementary and stuff like that. They would call me like Ariel the Little Big Mermaid and stuff like that. Oh, like this kid smells, or like this kid. Somebody farted out. It was definitely this kid. Like I think I carried that a lot throughout my life, and like I definitely want to like get healthy, but it's no longer about like being a certain body type. And you know, when I lost 120 pounds. The first thing, one of my idols, like somebody that I really idolized in my life, the first thing that I heard is like, oh, you looked better when you were fat. So it's like you
that's so messed up.
So you just gotta you just gotta live for yourself and like do what makes you happy and however you feel best.
They told them to rank themselves based on how attractive they are. They're just here chatting.
Yeah.
Just chatting rubbish.
They're not gonna rank themselves.
They're not going to rank them.
They're gonna leave it as it is and just expressing themselves at this point.
I'm very open to being placed anywhere. I don't know which side to go on, so I might as well just put myself in position 3. Just be in the middle, maybe.
If we're ranking each other in terms of attractiveness, I'm gonna go with the people who I feel energy-wise, who I think I'd be most attracted to in like a hangout scenario. There you go. Like, could I vibe it? He's like, I don't know, we can hang. We were talking earlier, so I'd put you guys more ahead, because I think in a friendship I'd be like more attracted to like, gotta be with you guys, hang out. You seem really cool, but I think I'd put you at 3. And then I'm
sorry,
am not in college anymore,
Stop.
and I
wouldn't.
remember what it was like. I don't know if we could have a ton of stuff to get along with, but I'll put you at 4. And I hate hanging out alone, so I'm going to 5.
Oh, this is tough. Eric, I think you're an awesome dude. I definitely think you should be over here. You've been like open and warm and like from bros.
What spot would you put me in? Who are you switching?
Amari, I think you've been in the first position for a while.
I'm more than happy to.
Since how you've been in the first position for a while.
Oh my gosh, this is not a ranking of attractiveness.
Yeah, this is just the guys being bros. This is just because they listen, they paused the video and told them, y'all gotta do it. Like, rank yourselves for this goddamn video. This is what we call it.
This is what we call a bogus ranking. It's a bro ranking. Whatever that means.
And one more. What's up here? Oh, that's just weird.
Talking like non-physically, I think personality-wise, there are definitely people in this group that I think, much more, open and outgoing in a way that like I wish that I could be. A lot of my confidence is rooted in my physical appearance, and I'll be very honest with that. But I'm actually gonna go to a 3. Avi, I think I would put you at a 1, Eric at a 2, and then Ariel at a 4.
Oh, so each guy's ranking how they think they
I'll
should
put
rank.
myself last just because.
No, not how they think they should rank. How much they get along with the guys is what they're ranking.
So what they're doing is that having each guy rank how they think the group should rank, and
The people who are watching the thing can see the video as well.
yeah, no, I know that part. I don't know that, but I'm saying for those of us who may be lost, unlike him, they're having each guy rank based on what they think their ranking should be, and so far the rankings are just terrible, based on my opinion.
Back and reserved, and like I don't really like take the initiative as much, and I don't really kind of like show my personality like to kind of like random people. I put you as 4 just because your number 4 is just your vibe, your spot.
That is the nicest way to be like, you're the 4.
I just want you to be down here with me.
Omari B3, just because like you kind of like the neutral stance of like being like introvert, also extrovert too, but also because like you kind of stand the ground between the skinnies and also the thickies as well.
Honest.
Ariel at number 2. Eric at number 1 is because like you embrace like your body no matter like what anyone else thinks, and I feel like that's the type of like mentality I want to have no matter what.
I loved that.
That was the best answer.
It's so warm. Thank you.
I'm stoked about this. I'm totally okay with this.
Okay, pause. I told you, the guy who lost the most weight, he was confident coming in. This is how he wanted to actually rank initially. He's getting what he wants, bro. That's just what he wanted. So that's what he wanted, bro. The guy.
This is not self-ranking. This video is though.
No.
Like this video is we know this video is
They messed it up by showing the ranking initially. What they should have done is showing the ranking last. So the moment they put the actual ranking first, the guys had nothing else to go off on.
I don't think there's anything else to go off of in
Yeah,
any way.
yeah.
This is guys, we don't do this. We don't play these games.
They ruined it for everyone because they put the actual ranking first.
What I thought is that they would actually bring like 5 different women to rank them each based on what the women find attractive. That would have been a better video idea.
What I thought is that they would have done it the usual way where they have I think what I think they should have done is they should have done it the usual way. I think they should have done it the usual way. If they had done it the usual way, the guys would have ranked them closest to what everyone else would have ranked them. But because they put the actual ranking first, that messed up the video.
But what is your ranking based on, I wouldn't say the most attractive guy, but if we're going the fittest, I think the audience pretty much has it right.
Okay.
If we're going who I would hang out with, I think this ranking is a good expression of. So here's the thing. This is my number 1. Who I would hang out with is him. Okay.
The guy who lost most weight.
Yes, that's who I would hang out with.
I do agree. In terms of personality, yes.
Who I would hang out with next is him because
Fit guy.
Because fit guy, I can have a workout buddy, right?
Okay.
Who I would hang out with next is him because even though he sounds weird, I think he will probably make me laugh. Like I think I'll be dying, like laughing every single day. Yeah. And then it's followed by him because his personality,
the big
and
guy.
Then him. He has no personality. Like I didn't see his personality come out at all.
So pretty much, so basically, you would rank him first.
1, him second,
him second,
him third,
him third,
him fourth,
him fourth,
and him fifth.
Him fifth. Yeah, he was so insecure about
himself.
himself.
He was very insecure. I didn't see a lot of personality.
He didn't say much of any positives about himself.
He hasn't, he has a long way to go as far as personality goes.
I think, okay, so here's what I think. This is what I think, right? I think this is this situation, right? The person who had the biggest fitness change is the person that is ranked the highest, and that's him. Because he
We're
lost.
talking about who you hang out with as a friend.
Hey, this is my ranking here, not yours. So.
But I'm trying to understand what your ranking is based off.
My ranking is based off of two factors: personality and who had the biggest fitness change. So my ranking, attractiveness wise, I'll put him at first because he had the biggest fitness change. So his personality also changed in the process. And then I'll put him number two because he also had like a personality, right? Personality, and he also talks about feeling good when he's working out. So he enjoys his fitness sometimes. So he's number two. I'll probably put him as number three because, you know, he kind of seemed kind of neutral. Like every now and then he's, you know, I'll put him number four, and I'll put him number last because he has the least fitness change, the least amount of effort, and he just seems to just...
All right, calm down, slow down.
Dwell more on the negative. That's all it is, man. But
how well I got to know each and every one of them.
But in terms of the way they dress, oh my God, he does not dress the best.
It was a good fit. I don't know. It's hard.
I acknowledge that attractiveness isn't only physical. A lot of it has to do with personality, how you interact with other people, how you make them feel. I know that there are things that I
call on that.
want to work on, which is why I ranked myself at 3, but then there are other people who I felt outshine me.
I don't know. Initially in the video, he was very confident.
So, final thoughts.
I think that Jubilee ruined this. They ruined this for us.
No, forget Jubilee. Final thoughts on the video.
I'm giving my final thoughts. They ruined it for us. They should have let the man do the work of guessing attractiveness before they showed what the audience was saying. That's my comment.
Okay. Final thoughts. I think it was a pretty interesting video because, man, if we're sitting around as men, we rarely get to have these conversations.
Yeah.
So the fact that they got these guys to have this conversation, actually talk about these insecurities,
Yeah.
I think it's different. I think it might be a good thing.
I think also, also as men, we give ourselves a lot of passes and a lot of things, and looks is one of those things that we give ourselves a pass. Like we don't really.
How do we give ourselves a pass on look?
Men give themselves a pass on look in context of like my best friend don't have to look good for me to be friends. In terms of the video itself, what I'm trying to say is that the video allowed the men to look at attractiveness in terms of personality and not just the physical, right? Most men are the same way. We don't always rank our friends or look at our friends and say, that's an attractive guy, that's not an attractive guy, let's be friends. We look at it more of how do we hang out? Is he a chill person? Is this someone that...
This guy's cool?
Yeah, exactly. It's more of a feel thing for guys. For women, it's a different story. Most of the time, women...
I wouldn't make a lot of statements about women because we're not women.
Yeah, we're not women. Yeah,
we don't really know how.
Well, in this video...
We had a woman sitting in between us.
She would totally roast us, yeah.
She would roast
us.
She would tell us we sound
She was
stupid.
like, yup, exactly. So I'm saying, so we're not the best at body image and stuff, so we don't really... Yeah, so that's why the guys had no other way to base off of except for personality, so... Yeah, we actually ended up being better than I thought it was gonna be. That was me worse.
That's what I was trying to get you to say. The video turned out well. I thought it was gonna be very bad at first, but at the end it turned out to be okay. That's it for this video.
That's it.
Thank you guys for watching. We always appreciate it. Always make sure that you go in the comments and don't miss out on your chance to roast him. That's what we're doing in the comments.
That's what we're doing these days?
That's what we're doing these days. Don't miss out the chance to do
This guy's a model, guys. You definitely got to roast a model.
I mean, why would they do that though?
They know exactly how to do that.
Remember? I see. Okay, all right, it's fair. Listen, if you want to roast me,
he would be the perfect guy.
Right?
He would be the guy in the video with the perfect body, by the way. So he would be the one that they would say is the most attractive. So he would have to do extra to convince them that he's actually fun to hang out with.
I am fun to hang out with.
It's a long. don't listen to him. I can't even say yes to no because it's a long.
So you're not trying to trick him? You don't want to trick him into thinking I'm fun to hang out with?
I mean, it depends on who you ask. It's very subjective.
I think a lot of people would
very
say I'm fun to hang out with.
Very subjective.
A lot of people. I think 8 out of 10 would say
the fact that you brag about yourself is a sign that maybe it's not true.
Okay, well, we'll let them decide in the comments. We'll let them decide who seems more fun to hang out with in the comments. How about that? How about that? How about we let them decide?
Anyway, so that's the end of the video, guys. Thank you so much for watching.
All right, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and as always, we'll see you on the next video.
Peace. Awesome.